Jamer and Satsy, hello and welcome to Celtic Roots Radio, coming to you today from Downpatrick, Northern Ireland. Celtic, folk rock, Appalachian, bluegrass, Scottish, Irish, Breton, Cajun. If it's Celtic or roots music you like, you'll find it here on Celtic Roots Radio.
Sailors take warning, there's a red sky this morning. Storm on the way, storm on the way. Yes, there's a storm on the way. Sailors take warning, there's a red sky this morning. Storm on the way, storm on the way. Well, the water's flat calm, yes, there's something going on. Storm on the way, storm on the way. Yes, there's a storm on the way. Well, the water's like glass, but she can whip up some fast. Storm on the way, storm on the way. So we made quick time as we hauled down the bay. Storm on the way, storm on the way. Yes, there's a storm on the way. By far ledge, the skies turn grey. Storm on the way, storm on the way. Just by the harbour mouth, the wind shifted south. Storm on the way, storm on the way. Yes, there's a storm on the way. Shifting south, we swing the traps out, we swing the traps out. There's a storm on the way. That's the point, down to the Lorway. Storm on the way, storm on the way. When we went by the bell, she was rigging like hell. Storm on the way, storm on the way. Yes, there's a storm on the way. A storm on the way. Yes, there's a storm on the way. A storm on the way. I said sailors, sailors. Sailors take warning, tie your boats to the mooring. Storm on the way, storm on the way. Yes, there's a storm on the way.
Hey there, you doing rightly? Here we are again with more Celtic and roots music, plus a bit of crack from myself, on Celtic Roots Radio. I'm Raymond McCullough in Downpatrick, County Down, Northern Ireland. We started the show with the song Storm on the Way from Jason Macdonald on Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia, Canada, from his album Got a Ways to Go. Are you enjoying the show? If you are, spread the word. Put the link up on Facebook or Twitter or your favourite social media. Go to Apple Podcasts and leave a review. You'll get a free download if you do. Let us know you're enjoying the show with some comments on social media, or email me, raymond@celticrootsradio.com. Go to our Celtic Roots Radio Facebook page and give it a like, or like my own page, Raymond McCullough Author. And if you'd like to contribute to the costs of producing the show, you can do that from our support page at celticrootsradio.com. And check out our Celtic Roots Cafe community, where you'll find a whole Celtic music community of fans, artists and bands. Click the cafe button at CelticRootsRadio.com. There are links there to our Celtic Roots Crack podcast and our Celtic Roots Crack blog. Find all the info on the podcast page at CelticRootsRadio.com. And don't forget our Shoutcast station for music 24/7, crack from myself and shows from other podcasters. Find it on our radio page at CelticRootsRadio.com. Once more, we've had some great comments on the show. Liz Hassick in Melbourne, Australia emailed to say, "Hi Raymond, fantastic to hear you're up and running again." And Mark Henderson from Tennessee, USA is not only a fan of this show, but listens to our other podcasts, Fresh Bread and In the Name of God. He contacted me via Facebook asking if I was going to podcast my new book like I did with the previous one. Well, the answer is yes, Mark. You've actually inspired me to begin a whole new series of Fresh Bread based on the Arrow series of 3 books, with the first episode, that's number 29 overall, now up on all the usual places. And we've been listening to Didgericruise from Arizona, USA, and a tune called Over the Ganges Waterfall.
Said that you'd be better off dead than to let life pass you by without a drink. And then of every station, drink your health with rich libation, and the whiskey sees the deal better than ink. So raise a glass to the loved ones gone before us. Oh, raise a glass to the babies to be born, and raise a glass to the island home that bore us. Raise a glass, oh, to the feminine form. There should never be a wedding without drinks raised high in blessing. To the lovers joined together, let us toast. And when I'm dead and gone, you best drink deep and you best drink long. We'll be ready to be haunted by my ghost. Oh, raise a glass to the loved ones gone before us. Oh, raise a glass to the babies to be born, and raise a glass to the island home that bore us. Raise a glass, oh, to the feminine form. just like life, all drinking song. Oh, raise a glass to the loved ones gone before us, and raise a glass to the babies to be born. We'll raise a glass to the island home that bore us, and raise a glass, oh, to the feminine form. Well, I've heard it said that you'd be better off dead, when a little life passed you by without a drink. That men of every station drink your health with rich libation, and whiskey seals a deal better than ink. So raise a glass to the loved ones gone before us, oh, raise a glass to the babies to be born. We'll raise a glass to the island home that bore us, and raise a glass, oh, to the feminine form. Raise a glass, oh, to the feminine form, and raise a glass, oh, to the feminine form.
That was the Rolling Kings from Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada, with the song Raise a Glass. I got into a whole history of Galicia last time, which I found interesting. I don't know about yous. Anyway, it occurred to me I haven't talked about our close neighbours across the North Channel, the Scots. You know, the guys made forever famous by William Wallace. You cannae take our freedom. My grandfather was actually born in Glasgow, or Glasgow, as they might put it. Although my great-grandfather had actually come there from here in Northern Ireland, then married a Scots lady called Mary. And the rest of that sad story I've told before. A lot of people in Northern Ireland have Scots connections, many of them dating back to the time of the Highland clearances, back in the early 1700s, when many Scots came to the north of Ireland, as well as emigrating to North America. Scots from the Highlands and Islands were forcibly evicted from their crofts, so the landlords could develop huge sheep farms. Making money came first once again. These evictions pretty much destroyed the traditional Scottish clan-based society that had existed up until then, and the emigration has continued, just as it has done in Ireland ever since. The Scottish Celtic band Runrig released a great song about it, called Oran Island, Leaving Strathconnan. We Irish, especially in the north, share quite a lot with our Caledonian neighbours. In the 6th and 7th centuries there used to be a Gaelic kingdom called Dalriada, or Dalriata in Gaelic, which spanned the North Channel, with part of the kingdom stretching to Argyll in Scotland, the coast of the Gaels, and the other part in County Antrim, which would explain the Scots accent in County Antrim, hey? And we've just been listening to a haunting pipe tune from Downpatrick from Eoghainn and Lachin Gair. And now we're listening to Rapidly Agin from here in Northern Ireland, UK, in Duelling Banjos.
ones mistakes I made. I leave at dawn, cast aside into the wind all my sins. I could be named Abraham Brown, my downfall in bottles, whiskey and lace. Innocence and blood both lay in that town in the first place. And I say, all away, stay away from me. All away, stay away from me. Straight west as the crow flies, all is well, except my mind it turns, and my life is spent. A sea of green foam and the waves awake, a deck of monsters that make me shake in motion to this wide open ocean. They say, all away, stay away from me. All away, stay away from me. All away and stay away from me. All away, stay away from me. Waters break to leave me be. The calm has finally arrived in this hate-filled sea alone. I can see the end as I float with guilt, my only friend. This timber piece, the sea-soaked witness to my own end. Abraham Brown is drowning. My body becomes a cork in the ocean. From me. All away, stay away from me. All away and stay away from me. All away, stay away from me. Away from me.
That was a band called J Wars and the Howard Youth from Melbourne, Australia, and the song Abraham Brown. They still speak Gaelic in western parts of Scotland, only they call it Gaelic. Gaelic and the Ulster Gaeilge have many similarities, but there are differences too. You can easily get caught out. By the way, do you know where the word Scot originated? It comes from the Latin word Scotus, meaning an Irishman. So all them Scots over there are really just Ireland East. Of course, not all people from Scotland were really Scots, that is, of Irish descent. The tribe that lived in the eastern part of Scotland were the Picts. As far as I know, they had no connection with Ireland, and they had a few battles with the Scots of Dalriada. The first king of Dalriada was Fergus More, Fergus the Great, from which of course you get the Scots name Ferguson. Plenty of those about in Ireland. Eventually, in the 9th century, the Scots and the Picts united into the new kingdom of Alba, or Albanic. Did you ever hear the story of how the Scottish bagpipes were invented? No? Well, a certain Scots chieftain came over to the north of Ireland for a wee visit, and they laid on a banquet with food, drink and entertainment. He was very impressed when he heard the wild sound of the Irish Ullen pipes, and asked if he could possibly get a set to take back with him to Scotland. Well, the local chieftain called in his pipe maker, and he agreed to do his best to make a set of pipes before the visiting chieftain went home. When it came time to leave, the pipe maker presented the Scottish chieftain with a newly made set of pipes and explained that he hadn't had the time to make the bellows, which are used to fill the Ullen pipes with air, but had put in a little pipe that the player could blow into in the meantime. And you know what? The Scots haven't caught on to this day. And we're listening now to the music of Julie Henigan from Missouri, USA, and a tune called Hoban's Hill from her album American Stranger.
This is live from Billy's basement, and we're doing a song called Knock on Wood.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I heard a knocking at my door in the early morning light. I heard a man's voice call to me, though he stayed out of sight.
Well, lady, throw your clothes aside, leave your things behind. I've come to take you with me, if you would be so kind. Knock on stone, knock on wood, knock on any floor. I've come to take you with me, and I'm knocking at your door.
Well, who are you that comes aside? You're no one that I know. Tell me where you come from, and why with you I go.
Don't pretend that you don't know. Well, I'm sure you've heard of me. Darling girl, my name is Death. It's time to walk with me.
Yes, I have heard of you, my friend, but you have come too soon. The sun has just begun to rise. Come back some afternoon.
Don't talk of afternoon, my dear. The time for you has come. Open up your door for me. It's time to carry on. Knock on stone, knock on wood, knock on any floor. I've come to take you with me, and I'm knocking at your door.
Will you take my finery, take my gold so bright? Will you take my diamond ring and go away this night?
Well, I don't want your finery, I don't want your gold, I don't want your diamond ring, I merely want your soul.
Oh no, you must find someone else. It's surely not my due. Take one who might be ready to go away with you. Take for you a prisoner, one who's on death row. Take for you an old man whose seeds have long been sown.
Well, I don't want a prisoner, one who's on death row. I don't want an old man, it's time for you to go. Knock on stone, knock on wood, knock on tin or glass. Don't you knock upon my door, I'll knock you on your knock on stone, knock on wood, knock on any floor. Don't come looking for me, don't come knocking on my door. Knock on stone, knock on wood, knock on any door. But don't you come knocking here, don't come round here no more.
dressed in all my ragged clothes, my face so very plain. I snuck out my own back door, then round the front again. I took a heavy shovel, I swung with all my might. I struck down upon his head, out went all his lights. So I say to all you ladies, I say to all you men, death comes by before your time, don't you let him in. Knock on stone, knock on wood, knock on tin or glass. Don't you knock upon my door, I'll knock you on your knock on stone, knock on wood, knock on any floor. Don't come looking for me, don't come knocking on my door. Knock on stone, knock on wood, knock on any door. Don't you come knocking here, don't come round here no more.
That was Knock on Wood from Billy Brandt and Sarana VerLin from Michigan, USA. And we're going to finish with a song recently sent to me by Catherine Duke, a Vietnamese Australian from Melbourne. This is Seallaibh Curraigh Owen, Owen's Boat, from her album Voyager. Take care now, okay? Slán a bhaile.
Well, that's all we have time for on this show. Remember, you can find out more information about the artists and songs played on the show on our website at CelticRootsRadio.com. And if you're an independent artist and you'd like to hear your music played on this show, again, you'll find details on our website. That's CelticRootsRadio.com. Tune in again next week to Celtic Roots Radio. I'm Raymond McCullough, coming to you from Ireland. Slán agus Banjos.